Alright everyone, welcome back. Recently I've been scrolling through Twitter and I've come to find myself looking at LeafyIsHere. For those that weren't around during the 2016 era of YouTube, let me quickly break down who this guy actually is. Leafy was a commentary channel with over 5 million subscribers that posted content very similar to what I'm posting on this channel right now. Essentially, he pioneered the space of making gameplay reaction videos. He quickly rose to fame off pretty much bullying people, which to be honest, when I was watching this guy back when I was 11 years old, I thought it was absolute comedy genius. I thought it was hilarious. However, after a couple of years of being the biggest channel in the commentary space, he suddenly vanished off the internet for about 2 years. No one really knew why, but the biggest theory going around was that YouTube was changing for the worse and Leafy just couldn't really keep up with all the guideline changes. All the changes that were trying to make YouTube more family friendly, he couldn't really keep up with them is like the biggest theory. Couple that with the fact his Twitter got banned and he'd essentially had enough at that point. Fast forward a couple of years to 2021 and 2022, Leafy eventually came back to YouTube. A lot of people were very happy to see him back, right? And a lot of others weren't very happy to see him back. It was a very mixed sort of response. However, this was very short-lived, as not even 6 months after that, he literally just got permanently banned on YouTube. As I mentioned before, Leafy really wasn't the type of person to hold back when roasting people, so when he came back to YouTube after the new policies were implemented, it was kind of obvious to everyone that he wouldn't survive too long in the current landscape. Leafy decided once he came back to make multiple tens of videos on the YouTuber Pokimane, each of them clearly violating the TOS. Now, I personally don't think what Leafy did was all that bad, but in YouTube's eyes, he clearly crossed the line, so they terminated him instantly. After this, Leafy kind of went ghost for a while, not really talking to anyone. This was until recently when Elon Musk took over Twitter and decided to unban a bunch of like popular accounts, including Andrew Tate, Kanye West, and in that mix was Leafy, who had about 850,000 followers at the time. Pretty much as soon as he got his account back though, he instantly went on a spree of tweeting the most outrageous shit possible. I mean, just looking at his pinned tweet already, right? F trans kids. And then I'll just go through his most recent ones. Trans women are men. F Israel. Some black people are good. F trans rights. I'm the Hitler of the LGBTQ. Being transphobic is good. And then we got racism is bad, which, you know, I mean, that's alright. Now, honestly, at this point, I don't really think Leafy cares whether he loses any of his accounts. From my knowledge of YouTube, he's probably made so much money from the internet that he really doesn't have to rely on his accounts anymore. But with that being said, all the replies from these tweets that Leafy put out are just absolutely filled with people flaming him and like calling him out, which I can kind of understand. As much as I can agree with some of these tweets, kind of, and obviously not the ones that I've just read out, but like there are a few more that I guess are okay. And pretty much all of them I can see as being jokes at least. From the average Twitter user's perspective, they're not going to be happy with it. The real reason Leafy was posting these tweets in the first place was to just get a ton of attention and views so he could promote his Rumble account, which is where he's been live streaming recently. Leafy's Rumble account has about 40,000 followers, so nothing compared to the 5 million he has on YouTube, or did have on YouTube, but this guy pulls 3,000 viewers per stream and about 100,000 views per stream, so I'd assume he's still making good money from it, and most of it would come from his outrageous tweets. Now, even though Leafy is doing pretty stable YouTube-wise, I don't really think I can say the same about his physical health. And I'm not talking about him having any health complications or whatever, I'm simply talking about how he looks compared to 6 years ago. Once people saw Leafy posting these tweets, they really just wanted a reason to bite back at him. They wanted to see what Leafy looked like. So after many people asking Leafy to post pictures of himself, he finally released a picture of what he looks like. And Jesus Christ, what do we have here? Now look, I'm not one to make fun of someone's appearance, right? Because, you know, this is YouTube and if I do it too much, I can get banned very easily. But Jesus Christ, like how does someone get to this? To be honest, right, just looking at Leafy's Twitter account, if this was someone who was actually being serious, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Leafy looked like this. Someone tweeting out all that sort of stuff really, like, you kind of expect them to look like how Leafy looks right now. I mean, if we're being completely honest here, this is the most Discord mod, Reddit mod, just the most loser looking dude I've probably seen on the internet throughout this year so far. I mean, already in 2016, he already looked like kind of a geek, or like, you know, kind of one of them people that would sit online all day. But Jesus Christ, since he's been gone, you'd think that maybe he would, like, I don't know, sharpen up his diet, he would have gone to the gym or something like that. But he's devolved, bro. He's gotten worse. Like, how does that happen? So yeah, bro, just a huge jump in 7 years. Like how does that even happen? I don't understand it. Anyway, what do you think about Leafy? Do you think Leafy's had a glow up or a glow down? I don't know. Anyway, click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.